6.3, the percent equation. What is the percent equation? It is this right here. A equals P percent times W, which is the same thing as saying the part equals the percent times the whole. And just as we use the percent proportion to find the missing pieces, we can use the percent equation to do the same thing. So for instance, if we're given this question here, what number is 24% of 50? They are asking us to find the part, and they have given us the percent and the whole. So we simply just plug it into our percent equation. We know we're looking for the part. We know they gave us the percent, 24%, and they gave us the whole. Right? But in order for us to complete this and solve for the part, we need to change that 24% either into a fraction or into a decimal. And knowing that what we learned in a couple sections ago, to turn a percent into a decimal, we simply take the percent, get rid of the percent sign, and move the decimal 2 places to the left. 1, 2. So it's 24% is the same as 0.24. It is also the same as 24 per 100, right? Okay, so you can use either one of these to help you find A. All right, so if we were to use the fraction one, A would equal 24 over 100, 100 times 50. And that multiplies and simplifies to 12. So A equals 12, meaning 12 is 24% of 50. And as on a side note, if we were to translate this sentence directly into math symbols, we would find that what number, x, is always an equal sign, 24% of is always multiplication, 50. So you could translate this sentence directly into this, and you would see that it actually matches our percent equation. But that's just a side note. Okay, moving on to use the percent equation to help us find the percent. So in this question here, they say 9.5 is a what percent of 25? Okay, so 9.5 is our part. We're trying to find the percent. What percent? And they gave us the whole, 25. Okay, so for this one, this is our percent equation, and we're trying to find percent. So we just divide both sides by 25. And we find that P equals 0.38. And we know that 0.38 in percent form is actually what? To change the decimal into a percent, we move the decimal place 2 places to the right, so it actually becomes 38%. So 9.5 is 38% of 25. Okay, and the last one, we can use the percent equation to find the whole. So on this one, this question reads 39 is 52% of what number? 39 is 52% of what number? Okay, so we know that our part is 39. The percent they gave us is 52%. And we're trying to find the whole, right? Again, the first thing we want to do is transform this percent into either a fraction or a decimal. fraction form would be 52 over 100, 52 per 100, or 0.52 in decimal form. Okay, so if we were to use this time the decimal form, we could rewrite this equation as 39 equals 0.52 W. We're going to solve for W, so we're going to divide both sides by 0.52. Remember, the fraction line also means division. So then our answer then becomes 75. This becomes 75 equals, so 1 over 1. So that becomes just W. So W equals 75, meaning 39 is 52% of 75. All right, now you can write in your notes. There's one whole page of notes. And now you can do 1, 2, 3 practice problems. All right, some hints on the practice problems. Remember, we are going to use our percent equation, which is A equals P percent times W. Okay, so this one we're going to find the part. What number is 150% of 40? We're going to find the part, so we don't know what A is. They gave us the percent, 150%, and they told us what the whole is, 40. Right? But remember, we have to change that 150 either into a fraction, 150 over 100, or into a decimal, 1.50. Okay, so you choose which way you want to use. A equals 150 over 100 times 40. Or you could do A equals 1.5 times 40. Either way. Okay, on this next one, 18 is what percent of 20? 18 is our part. We're trying to find the percent, and they gave us the whole of 20. So on this one, we simply just try to solve for P. That means dividing both sides by 20. And P ends up being, well, this can simplify down, and you can divide it out, and you will find some decimal. And then you're going to multiply that decimal times 100, and that will give you your P. All right, finding the whole. Again, using our percent equation, we're going to use that to find the whole. And this question here said 8 is 80% of what number? Well, they gave us the part, they gave us the percent, and then what number? The whole. Right, so first thing again, change that 80% into either a decimal or a fraction, 80 over 100, 80 per 100, or 0.8. Right, so then it becomes 8 equals 0.8 W. Divide both sides by 0.8, and you're given your whole. W equals something. And that concludes 6.3.